Where we last left our heroes, Asmo had collapsed from a deadly attack of magical cancer that is apparently eating him from the inside. Thinking quickly, T-Wig and Wolfgang took him to the Hexwood to find Maggie to potentially aid him in his time of need. She was able to whip together a concoction that wouldn't necessarily cure him, but would slow down the effects of the symptoms, leading them further to quest for the Lily of the Lunar Well, which was already on their list of things to do, luckily. While in the Hexwood, Wolfgang discovered that Maggie's black cat, Daniel Peaches, was in fact Fleetfoot, the god of nature, and learned more about the various gods around the world, including the one that they are heading toward now, out in the west, Vander. In their journey through the mountain to make it through to the western side of the continent of Marmaria, they came across a giant and his friendly, let's say, pup. Dogud, the 18-foot tall, 15-and-a-half-foot tall man, and his dog Spike tried to rob our champions of their goods, but due to some quick thinking on T-Wig's part and turning the giant man into a cat, they lost their fervor for battle pretty quickly, and now continue on their way through the mountain pass. Onward to the west.
It was, hey guys, was any of that weird to you, that giant guy? He seemed to just let us slip on by as a fellow highwayman. Just to feel we should watch our tail. He might be, doing just that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that was weird.
What?
If you got turned into a cat, would you want to fight the person who turned you into a cat?
Well, it depends. If I was angry enough, I might want to get revenge.
What's the revenge?
Delicious. It's just so good.
Well, that's a shame.
Oh, God, nothing quite like it. It distills. The longer you wait, the more succulent it is.
T-Wig's ears grew.
It is a shame I will never taste this revenge, for I have no tongue.
When you turn into... let's continuing on.
Yeah.
You guys continue... Oh, sorry.
I was going to ask, what is the landscape before us?
The landscape before you right now, you're still kind of traveling through a mountain pass. It's kind of craggy. The air's getting a little steamy, actually, as you're off to the side of this volcanic... you're basically off to the side of a active volcano, but you're not... You don't feel like you're traveling directly through any necessarily dangerous areas. There is some steam kicking through the air as you cross over a small crest of this mountain, which it's easy enough. I mean, you're having to use all four of your limbs to crawl out over some of these bits and bobs of the passes, but as you come over one of these particular crests, you see that you are in a large field of steaming hot springs with several very large pools of in some cases just very steamy, hot-looking water, in some cases boiling water. Looks like some of these might be closer to some open volcanic vents than others. And it's a fairly wide field of this, probably about 100 yards long and maybe 70 to 80 yards wide in a relatively ovular, circular fashion.
How deep are some of the pools?
Some of them are cloudier than others, mixed with some phosphorus-like nutrients, which has been leached from the volcanic soil. But from some of the ones that you can see the bottom of, they look like small, they look like pecked craters amongst the rock. Some of them can be about 3 or 4 feet deep. Some of them are like a foot deep, but some of them that you see the bottom of can stretch to about 20 to 30 feet. do.
Whoa.
Yeah, some things that you notice about this area are. Actually, go ahead and give me either a perception check or a survival check.
Each of us?
Each of us or Asmo?
And any of you, as you would see fit.
All right.
Ooh, 19.
Survival 19.
7.
11.
T-Wig, as you're looking around this area, you notice that there are very distinct scrapes or very distinct patches of wolf hair kind of stuck on the side of some of these. You'd not necessarily call them stalagmites because they are on you're not in a cave, but they're essentially what they are.
Like mineral
growths coming out of the ground. It looks like the wolf dog that you were just dealing with does often come to this spot, either as a means of traveling outward or maybe as a way of bathing. And Asmo, you actually notice that there is among these varying stalagmites that are sticking up out of the ground, one of them has what appears to be a piece of cloth hanging from it. At first glance, it didn't really catch your eye, but you managed to catch it as the wind blew, and you notice that it looks almost like a robe of sorts, and it's hanging next to a particularly large pool.
Hey, guys.
I'm gonna pick up some of the wolf hair and turn and go,
I think we have found their bathing room, but it is silly because it is not a room. It is a volcano.
Someone was here.
Asmo holds up the piece of cloth.
There is no holding it up. It is far too large for you, but as you kind of like drape it off of the rock that it is sitting on, you realize that this is something that large gentleman might have worn.
Looks like our friend who's behind us here would have a dip in the pool here.
I don't think he was dipping in the pool. He might have been washing his clothes. Interesting.
The pool it is by are particularly murky waters.
I'm gonna Asmo's gonna. Is there a stick nearby?
I'm gonna say that on your person you probably have something that would fit the description. You have short swords and stuff, so.
I mean, if you got like a thieves kit, you got like a crowbar or something.
Asmo's just gonna stick that. Oh, he like pulls a crowbar out of his bag.
Let me just get in there.
Starts moving in the water.
All right. As you start swirling the sword in the water or your crowbar in the water, you note that the metal begins to heat. Not to a uncomfortable, I can't hold this degree, but the water is definitely hot. Like, if you touched it with your hand, you wouldn't necessarily receive burns hot, maybe, but hot enough that it would be uncomfortable for you.
Now, ever since that place popped its top, with the volcano over there, it looks like this place fed off of the same, heat from it, So, probably should be careful in case any blowback from that comes this way. So, no baths for us today, I don't think. Even though I could really use one.
Asmo just adjusts his neck because he got smacked really hard with that bully stick.
In a pinch, if you really want to be clean, I could probably just clean you with magic.
It doesn't count when you use prestidigitation, though. I mean, it's like...
Why not? I can clean you. I can make you smell good.
I don't know, man. It's like when I do it, it's... I did it. When you did it, it's like, oh, it's okay, my friend cleaned me. Sounds weird. You being my friend.
That's what keeps walking.
Sure shakes his head.
I'm gonna stay in the back while we're traveling, just to use my passive perception, just to make sure that no one sneaks up on us.
Sure.
Behind us.
I'll make a note of that. You continue traveling through this. You travel pretty easily through this field of volcanic hot springs. Still kind of traveling up, and as you crest over the top of this next area, you get your first look at the land stretched before you. zoom out, and before you lies what appears to be a very vast stretch of desolate land.
We have more map.
Ah! It can happen, guys. You never know.
There are sand dunes scattered about amongst the journey. There appears to be a river in relative drought state coming from a large oasis, probably a week or so's journey down the way. Go ahead.
Asmo actually takes off his shirt because it's hot out.
Yeah, it's very warm where you are. Well, due to the altitude that you're at, it's not as hot as it looks out there.
You see, Asmo's got it. Takes his shirt off. Kind of does that whole thing where he ties around his waist like a dad. And
Wow.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But Asmo's got the branding in the middle of his chest, but he actually has a scar in the middle of his back. Big ass scar. I mentioned it in the past.
Yep, it is a long vertical slash just beside one of his shoulder blades.
Heavily down.
He'll probably end up taking off his trench coat too.
Oh my god, this feels so wonderful. Maybe it's because I'm, a snake, but oh my god, this feels so good.
For you, Asmo.
Oh no, maybe that juice I got, that healing stuff. Yeah, that's really kicking in here, but I'm feeling better. Ugh.
I'll start making weird hand gestures with my hands, and I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right.
My AC is now 17 for 8 hours.
Yeah, you see this large oasis at the very far end of this relatively dried out river that seems to be trickling towards you. You see what appears to be like kind of a glint, almost a shine kicking off of the sun right about at the edge of the... Hold on, why did that not draw? There we go. Right about at the very tip. And around that area appears to be slightly more fertile lands. You can see that the soil gets a little bit redder as it gets towards the oasis itself, and you can almost see what appears to be waving grass lines out that way. But everything else looks incredibly desolate past that oasis.
Oh my god, this place is awesome! Ah!
I do
Finally.
not like it.
It's a dry climate. That means the nights are gonna be cold, so bundle up.
Yeah, you see down the valley in front of you appears to be... you start to see the rocks and earth become more of like a dried sand, red clay sort of playa. And there appear to be dark scorch marks among the ground.
How big were this? How big?
From where you're standing, big enough to see from a few miles away.
No, it said there was a fire over there yonder.
Can I roll knowledge nature to see if it's naturally occurring?
I want to
from
help
this
on
distance.
this as well.
That'll be a little difficult, but go ahead. If you want to assist, that'll be with advantage. It's still going to be a fairly high.
All right. It's soft 20.
From what you're seeing up there, this type of fire, you could mistake it for being natural, but your instincts in the particular patterns and where the scorch marks seem to be the heaviest indicate that this is not a natural occurrence. At least it is not something that was just a wildfire that got out of control. Something started this. Something... whether it was a natural creature that did it is still hard for you to discern, but it was started by something. These scorch marks were left by something and not just a random happenstance fire.
The land did not make those marks. Something else did.
Lightning, and then traveled up there,
That is
Nature.
also nature, Esmo.
Okay, all right. Puts his hands up like, all right, I gotta shut up. It's your
We're get a closer
problem.
look.
All right. You guys begin descending into the canyon that leads towards this river. As you're getting closer to it, you notice that this particular part of the river is so dry that there's barely any water in it as you're getting closer. It looks more like just wet mud on the ground as you're getting closer and closer to the bed of this valley. And traveling down this way, the air starts to get drier. You still hear the thunderstorm from the volcano kind of echoing behind you. And the sun starts to dip toward the horizon as you are getting to the lower part of this valley. You're beginning to feel a bit tired from your fairly long journey over this mountain pass.
What time of the day is it?
By your estimation, you're thinking that it's roughly 9, 10 o'clock as the sun, which normally dips beyond the mountains by this point, is cresting into the horizon of the desert right now.
Nick, quick question regarding
Sure.
those potions I got last episode. What were they again? Because I now have my proper note paper.
You have
I think I had it written down. Let me check.
I think I had it written down. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Apologies. Just want to make sure I got the right items in my imb.
Do you also have your boots?
I have my boot. Oh, the magic boot. I gotta write down magic boots.
They were
Apologies.
boots of warming or.
One sec,
Magic.
Mr. Steak. One sec,
Magic
Mr. Steak. While you guys get that sorted out, Mr. Steak doesn't usually bark. I'm gonna go check what's up. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Hello, Nick. Was everything okay with the good boy?
Yeah, he's fine. I don't know. He just never barks. So I wanted to go make sure he was all right. He wasn't about to pee himself or something. All right, so you got all that stuff sorted out?
Yeah, I think we.
I
we
believe
figured
so. Yeah.
It was a week's worth of medicine. I didn't have the exact number written down, just that I know the recipe of how to make it. So.
Yeah, you have approximately 7 doses worth.
Take it in the morning to live.
Take it in the evening so you don't
Yeah.
feel groggy all day.
Wait, what?
Ah, gee, I already fucked up my meds.
Yeah, you take it at night, so you go to.
Yeah, but with that, you're basically at the point where you need to make the decision whether you want to travel all the way down to the bottom of this valley or try to make camp on the pass.
Oh, we should. Esmo is quite beaten up, guys. So I think
Is there like a clear path that people use on this pass, or
You can, based on how you've been traveling it, you can tell that it is a not fairly worn trail. It is something that very few people actually use, although distinctly it has been used by... go ahead and give me a survival check as you've been traveling.
Randy? Survival's gonna be soft 20.
You've been able to, at the very least, tell that, you know, there have been people here in the past. You found various discarded bits of rations, various pieces of equipment that have either been damaged in the passing, but moreover, you've noticed that a lot of the path itself has been hewn and crumbled by a very large creature that has passed through this way to make the path more sustainable for somebody of a much larger build than yourself. Which is why some of the parts are a little bit harder for you to get through. You were able to see that maybe a creature 3 times your size would be able to have passed it without any issue.
Hmm.
Yeah, ultimately...
All right, so we're making camp then.
I can keep watch.
Oh, thank you so much, T-Wig.
Of course.
Do we want a fire, or is fire bad? Is there even wood?
Esmo
I'm
looks
not
around.
sure. I'm not sure about that one. I think maybe.
I'm
We
gonna
might
cast
be
Druidcraft and just check the weather while we're deciding.
well and truly alone out here, except for that giant and his dog.
Well, if you see him coming back,
Kaz was already setting up his bed.
see him coming back, just give us a shout out and we'll.
Yeah, you find
Asmo.
a nice crook in the rock to at least keep you from being buffeted by wind.
Asmo, and then pops one of his health healing potions and one of the not healing potions. I'm sorry, one of the living potions, and
It tastes terrible, and
it's Buckley's. Can we say it tastes like Buckley's?
Sure, I don't know what that is, but I'll go with
It
that.
tastes awful and it works.
Americans don't have Buckley's?
Yeah, they don't know the
I don't think
ads.
so.
Literally, their whole
What?
Okay, you don't.
What?
Okay, let me carefully tell you what Buckley's is. Buckley's is one of the most effective cough medicines of all time. It also tastes like fucking shit. So they
They
made
have-
part of their gimmick Buckley's. It tastes awful, but it works. It shows everyone
Fair enough.
That's the whole gimmick is tastes like shit, but man, you're gonna feel better.
That
Yeah.
Dayquil, I think would be our equivalent or something.
Yeah, Dayquil is pretty bad. I wouldn't say it's like the worst in the world.
Yeah, I can tolerate it.
Dayquil is better, I'd say, than Buckley's. Buckley's tastes
People-
really bad.
Buckley's is Buckley's. I had
All
it
right,
once.
so as for the
Should be rocky,
druid
right?
craft, you're pretty much able to tell that tomorrow is going to be very clear, zero
Okay.
precipitation, and hot.
Okay, nighttime, any rain or anything, high winds.
No, just as far as you can tell, that volcanic thunderstorm is just going to be kind of raging for a little bit, but
Okay.
even it seems to be dissipating, and by your druid craft, it should have even lessened even more by tomorrow.
All right.
Asmo, as you finish your disgusting vial of life-saving goodness, your Buckley's, you begin to drift off, and it's a lot easier for you to fall asleep than you're used to. Even usually, your mind races for a little while, but this it starts to zonk you out pretty quickly there. Mostly due to the poison within it, probably. And as you fall asleep, you find yourself once again suspended in a pool of tar. You feel cold all around you.
Can I open my eyes?
Whether you open your eyes or not, you feel that like it's just as dark.
Hello?
And then
Hello?
you feel a bubble surge around you as you whip up and splash above the surface, sitting once again at his feet. You know, not so many people find their way to this realm. You come here quite a bit, don't you?
What are you talking about? What? How did I get here again?
You
What?
remember? Oh, that's incredible.
What the? Remember what?
What, you remember being here? But wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You remember being here, like here, like here when you were up here?
Here. I remember when I was. Last time I was asleep.
Ah,
Yeah.
strange one you are. What you dosing yourself with? You trying to die?
Try to live. I don't know what happened, but when in pursuit of the Deadeyes, I found this green energy.
Green?
It was bright, it was green, it was warm, but the closer you got to it, the hotter it burned. And I stared right at it. Now I don't know. It's killing me or something. I thought it was the mark you put on me, but turns out it's this green stuff, and I have no idea what it is.
Crazy. I'll have to have my guys look in on that. Maybe they might have found something that can get me.
Nah.
Wouldn't that be a kick?
Well, the place is blown up, so good luck.
Blown up and not a body to claim for it.
About timing. It's about timing. So, I'm not coming here willingly. Are you summoning me? You want daily updates now, Solomon? Is that what you want? I can tell
I'm
you.
just saying, if you enter a guy's realm, I mean, you're basically in the place between here and there, so...
Is that where you live?
No, but...
So you live here?
Nah, I mean, I know how to get here. I feel like I'm the only person that really knows how to get here. But you're becoming a bit of a frequent flyer yourself, it seems.
Oh, well, that's not by design, I can tell you that. I just want the goddamn sleep.
That's what most of them say. That's what most of them say.
Most of them.
Oh, you're not the only one that travels here. A lot of people travel here.
Do I know anyone? Am I part of an exclusive club?
Hell, you've probably known a few of them. I don't know. I don't talk to all of them.
What
Most of them I don't even give a crap about. The only reason I know you're here is because of kind of points at your chest. And as you look down, that symbol that's on there is kind of glowing with a azure blue glow.
Oh, is this new? Is this going to be a thing I'm going to be dealing with once I wake
Hey,
up?
that thing's only there to make sure I get what I get. You know, our bargain. I don't give a crap about your meat right now. I'm patient. Like I said, I'm a nice guy.
And like a nice guy, you could be patient, right?
I am anything but not patient.
That's fair. We're heading to the east. We're heading to the west.
Really?
Never been there before.
Well, have fun. Out there, you're nothing but meat to most of those things.
What do you mean by those things?
I don't know, whatever the hell lives out there. It's been a while for me, too.
Well, if I happen to get a chance to send some bodies your way, I'll honor my part of the deal.
Well, that would just be peachy. Hey, you with Goldilocks?
Oh, Wolfgang?
Yeah, whatever. How do you stand that guy?
One time I saw him get punched by a dragon.
Really, which one?
Which one do you think would punch someone?
I don't know, it depends on how uppity he was. But I'm guessing it was the baby.
It's the bronze one.
Yeah, the baby.
And then that was him, yes.
I wish I could have seen that one. Oh well. Look, I'm preparing for my own little trip, so
Where
once
you
I enjoy
going?
it- Let's just say I'll see you soon. Bye. And you start sinking back down, getting lashed by these lacquered black bits of tar.
Shit! No!
What's everybody else doing right now? As Asmo is kind of tossing and turning in his sleep.
And they're right. The medicine really did knock him out quick.
My character's just rolling over constantly, like he's going in a circle.
Not good. Well, Wolfgang will probably be... he'll probably be on the lookout right now. After camp gets set up, he'll just be watching to make sure that everything's all right for them to go to sleep tonight.
As you're looking about the pass, T-Wig, you've noticed this first, but go ahead and give me a perception check, Wolfgang.
Perception. 15.
T-Wig notices this. You're a little preoccupied looking at the path that you're heading towards. But up the pass, kind of up near the crest that you came over past the field of hot springs, you see the shape of a what appears to be a wolf against the moon, just kind of sitting and staring. It's far away, far enough that you don't think it would hear you, but it's just watching.
Do the thing from Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Just
Tiwi raises his fist up in the air.
fuck it, handle animal.
Okay,
No,
yay!
I was kidding. This is Connor's roleplay. I'm sorry.
Oh, T-Wig's there.
14.
It bounces up and just kind of like waves its 2 paws and like sits back down.
Aww.
Can I? Heck, we're going to bed. Sure, I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
All right, T-Wig does a transformer, and you can see the wolf it cocks its head to the side as this happens.
I'm gonna howl.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion? Okay. Could I negotiate an animal handling?
Sure.
All right.
Wolfgang, not seeing any of this, just jumps as soon as fucking
Yes,
Okay, 14 again.
Oh fuck!
Off in the distance,
sudden-
you hear.
Oh!
And when you look back down from your howl, the wolf is gone.
I'll drop form. Come back.
My wolf is a little bit non-existent, but I tried my best to say, like, hey, we're cool. I hope that came across okay, I'm not sure.
Me too? Don't understand all that druid stuff.
You should probably get some sleep.
Probably, but first, I would like to look in my book of lore to see what kind of creatures are in the desert.
Go for it. You're looking specifically for creatures that migrated from the west.
Motherfucking scorpions! Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead and give me a history with advantage because you have a book.
History with advantage is going to be 17.
Creatures that have notably come from the west and that you might find out in the sands. You know that there are certain lizards and lizard folk that live out these ways. Many of the migrating half-orcs have come from this direction. Some of whom became, bandits and stuff like that. Some of whom just tried to make their way in a new civilization. Notably, the one that you are most familiar with is the fact that those that go by the skinwalkers or lycanthropes come from out this side.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oops.
Alright, well. Wolfgang sort of purses his lips a bit. Right. Closes the book, and he is he has no reason to cast that. Alright, never mind. Yeah, he'll probably just get ready to get some shut-eye.
Yeah. The only other bit of lore you know is that this is the land where some of the last of the stone giants reigned, as far as history is concerned, or as far as anybody has been aware.
Mm-hmm.
With that knowledge, you bundle yourself up and protect yourself from the winds that are gusting up through the valley. Very dry, like almost kind of chapping your lips kind of winds. And then you go to bed?
Yep.
So, T-Wig, in your meditative state, you're always basically conscious, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't I can't go for a jog or something. I kind of just sit there. I'm basically TF2, like the sentry gun when it's kind of just beep, beep, like back and forth.
A little fan
You
sticks
just-
out of you and you recharge via the wind.
Yeah.
Park down and dissociate for a while.
Yeah, literally. Like, I want a little windmill to just pop out of my head and start going.
T-Wig is solar and wind powered, nothing but green energy.
Hell yeah.
You don't, like, you're keeping yourself conscious of it, but you don't see the wolf at all for the rest of that night. You see down in the valley, though, little, what appear to be embers walking amongst the sands, just kind of floating out there, almost like little fireflies from this distance is what they look like, kind of moving about those scorch marks.
The sun has babies.
I say in my head because, you know, I'm...
Yeah, you don't want to wake everybody up for the sun's babies.
Yeah.
As the night wears on and nothing seems to happen where you're at. But the night wears on and eventually you start to see the other side of the mountain. The sky begins to glow a bit and the sun begins to rise.
All right, I'm gonna get up. The moment it seems like it's been... The moment I feel my rest has been completed.
Yeah, long rest has been achieved.
I will get up and I will gently kind of shake Wolfgang.
Left the window open.
Wolfgang,
Right.
the,
What?
the sun has babies. I can't wait to meet them.
What?
Yeah, the sun has babies.
Wolfgang will sit up real quick and just look around, trying to figure out what T-Wig's talking about.
Yeah, in your groggy state, you're not entirely sure. Your stomach kind of grumbles, and as you shake your head, you feel some sand sand and various mineral particles kind of shake free of your beard and mustache. You feel very dry.
God, I hate this. I'll prestidigitation myself free of all the sand. And
I am
then
here,
I'll go
I'm just-
wake up Asmo.
I am here. I'm just preparing spells, so I might be a little distracted. Sorry.
Yeah, sand start. You manage to get the sand in basically like a little ball, and it just kind of clutters to the ground. Probably about quarter of a cup of sand you were able to get off yourself.
Ugh. I'll kneel down and I'll shake Asmo's shoulder. Wake up.
Yeah, you son of a bitch! Didn't be aware. Hey,
So
well,
as your dream ended, this is where you wake.
Christ, that's new.
Got bad news, Wolfgang. Asma kind of grabbing the bridge of his snout.
And that is...
Just had another conversation with a gentleman you may be familiar with. You shot him in the head. He didn't die.
That actually describes a couple of people, but I think I know.
Solomon.
So you can talk to you now.
Evidently said I keep ending up in the space between spaces. What the fuck that means? God. Sorry. It's just... He was asking for I want more bodies. Hurry up. He said one thing that scares the shit out of me, though.
That thing.
Tough in front of... I can act tough in front of him all I fucking want, but I'm fucking petrified by that guy. Got my life in his hand, and he had to say the one thing that could scare the shit out of me. See you real soon. That's what he said. So yeah. That sucks.
Wolfgang's
just looks out.
expression visibly darkens at that. I learned something
fuck is
while
you?
we were at Maggie's.
What? Oh,
Appar-
knows that.
Apparently, We might need his help.
Who is Solomon again? You said he was like a bad man, right?
He is. He's a boss that I can't quit the job of. Lack of a better term there, T-Wig. This mark here on my chest is because of,
Well, I know about that. Remember?
Yeah.
I asked if you wanted to die and that I could kill you instantly to maybe see if that got rid of it.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not the biggest fan of that plan, nonetheless.
Aww.
Yeah.
Proceed to not prepare that spell.
But no, he said, see you real soon. You know, he's flippant.
He's the bastard that... He's the bastard that turned my wife into a fucking zombie.
So yeah, we get to be on the lookout for that bullshit.
someone gets up.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, you know me. You know me. Well, just one day at a time there, Wolfgang. One day at a goddamn time. It's fucking dry as shit out here. I take back what I said.
Don't worry, I have a solution for this.
To get rid of my... what is it?
You'll see.
Oh, those are famous last words. It's something Solomon would say. God damn it.
Yeah, as a swamp snake, this is not exactly your preferred climate, but it's not the worst.
Asma just going. Blah. You know that feeling when your palate in the back of your throat is like a little bit itchy?
Yes.
That's what's happening constantly.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Let's get going, guys.
Do we want transportation?
We don't know the lay of these lands. I mean, do you really want to give away your position when who knows what could be out there? I mean, Solomon also said there's some freaky stuff that might want your flesh. And I think that's code for...
Oh, great!
I just put up both of my hands up in the air.
Why is that great, T-Wig?
Because oh wait, but you do. Never mind, not so great, I forgot.
No, not so great, T-Wig. So let's not give away our position and let's just head on out, find the magical healing orb, heal me, and whatever else we have to do. I'm just...
If we do need some transportation, we could probably just pull it out whenever, as opposed to just starting with it.
Yeah.
I know you can only do it a couple of times a day.
We might need that to get the fuck away, especially if we don't know what the hell's going on, so let's not limit our escape options. Besides, a new land, not used to this place, is good. Gotta keep a low profile. Like you're about to, like even being here is against the law. This is a land where we are breaking the law right now by being
What?
Here. Yep.
Oh no, we should leave immediately.
No.
Well, no, you're gonna die if we don't, so...
That's true. That's true, and I'm trying to stay positive through it instead of letting the bleak darkness of what the reality of the situation is. So let's get going.
Wolfgang, are we going to jail?
No, we're not going to jail.
Okay. Good, because I want to scan a lot of animals here.
Get the opportunity, I think.
Asma says as he's starting to take off. Asma's still not wearing a shirt, though.
I will take this opportunity to cast Mage Armor once again.
Flunk.
A glistening outer shell appears around you.
It lasts for 8 hours.
All right, it's a good spell. So you start making your way down then?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you climb your way through the rest of this mountain pass. You make pretty easy work of it. Those of you with a digestive tract, your stomachs are kind of grumbling, so you're probably going to need to munch on some rations.
Thanks.
Ready? Move a ration.
And
That was mine this
luckily,
time.
in your ventures to the north, I'm not sure which of you guys took these, if Denier has one or if both of you have them, but at least one of you has a refilling water skin, if I'm correct.
I have a water skin.
I have a
magical one.
No. Wait, dude. Oh, God. God, did Denier have that?
I think Denier had that.
Ah,
Denier
beans!
had it.
Denier had the magical water. Ah!
Oh, well. So yeah, you guys have water skins that you're going to need to manage as you wander down into this desert. And as you travel further down, the rocks, like the air gets more and more dry, and it starts to get hotter and hotter as the sun begins to rise above the mountains. You're still in the shadow, but you can tell it's going to be a pretty warm day when you get down there. And you finally touch down on the hard, sandy playa. And you just see in front of you a long stretch of arid, dry waste, being cut ever so gently by what appears to be a dried out river. And as you continue forward through this small river-like gorge, you begin to notice that it starts getting a bit wetter, and eventually you come across what appears to be mud that would be the end of a river. Further ahead, you notice that area with the scorch-burnt trees as you're beginning to make your way through this valley.
Could I look for any sort of animal as we're traveling?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Pew! 19.
There's not many animals on the ground here, but you do see some vultures up in the sky.
Okay. We'll give them a scan.
Yeah, they fly around and will eventually land on some rocks over by your side.
I exclaim as the vultures come nearby.
Oh, they like us.
Yes, they really seem to.
Yeah, they're just looking down at you, watching you pass. You come across some, with that survival check, you do also come across some bones. They look like lizard bones, from what you can see.
Asmo has a sense of mortality.
Takes you about an hour or so. By this point, you're just getting out of the shadow of this valley as you begin to enter this scorched land with these pitch black ash burnt trees. You now notice that the playa in some spots give off large scorch marks, almost as though, like, there weren't any trees here at some point, but something burned this regardless. You're also seeing many shadows in the ground as you move forward, almost like there's little inlets in the land.
Now that we're closer, could I try to get a better idea of what caused this?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Nature. Okay. 8.
You're unfamiliar with the climate and with the with all of the animals in this area, so you're not entirely sure what caused these, but as you're examining them, you know that whatever did it was it appeared to project some sort of flame from, like, and it projected it towards the ground in this odd pattern, because you can tell where the flame is coming out, because there's a distinct pattern to the flame where the torch hits a lot harder at a certain point and then kind of dissipates out. And many of these patches are significantly, specifically one or two of these patches are way larger than the other ones. Like, some of these are maybe a foot, like they're maybe a foot in diameter, but one of them in particular is about 10 feet in diameter, and it shows up a few places, and there's actually one that kind of stretches out in a very long 10-foot by 50-foot, almost kind of like circular rectangle.
Huh.
T-Wig, you hear chittering as you're walking through this desolated area.
Chittering.
Yeah, almost like hissy chittering, like.
Is that Sophie or Sherman?
That is Sherman.
It's Sherman.
Got
He's
good rhythm
persistent.
going.
He's
Got a
going
good
ape
rhythm.
shit.
Yeah. Whereas Mr. Steak does not bark. Sherman barks
does
at
all the
everything.
time.
Is it wrong that sounds almost identical to that one Simpsons PSA with the barking dog?
Yes.
It just keeps going.
But as you continue forward, yeah,
Could I
you
could
notice
I roll
that, T-Wig.
a active perception check to see what direction it is coming from?
Sure.
All right.
Because right now it seems to be echoing throughout this.
Natural 20 with a 27.
With a natural 27, you can tell that they are distinctly coming from some of these little inlets in the land from around you.
I'm gonna turn to
There are
Asmo.
little tiny micro caves all around you.
I'm gonna turn to Asmo and Wolfgang and go,
We're not alone here. These little holes are homes for something.
T-Wig, you don't speak either lizard person or draconic, do you?
I do not know.
Okay.
Let me look at my spoken languages. Oh my god.
You might
do not-
actually.
I might actually have. I have Draconic.
Okay. Asmo, can you give me a perception check?
Oh. I might as well learn what the bigger lizards are talking about, right? Perception?
Sure.
Alrighty. 23!
Very nice.
Nice.
Good.
As as T-Wig points this out and lets you know that there are things talking from within these holes, you begin to listen. And it is not quite a dialect that you're familiar with. You speak Draconic because that's like a lot of lizard people do. You're all descended from the dragons in one way or another. But it seems to be a dialect that you're unfamiliar with, but from what you can make out, you're able to hear them say something along the lines of, "New interloper. What bring? Bring shiny. Strange. Champion no here. They pose threat? Maybe."
Asmo says in Draconic, as loud as he can. No threat! As loud as he can.
Wolfgang
We are
jumps
known-
again. Jesus!
That's speaking my language. I don't speak it very often. I don't speak it very well. Picked up what I could pick up, but I'm hearing something that sounds like that of the words of the lizard people.
You begin to hear, they speak tongue. Danger, perhaps. Maybe. Say no threat. Who know? And you start hearing skittering, and out of a hole in front of you pops out the ruby red head of a very small lizard person. And then another one pops out from a hole near it, and as it crawls out, you can see that its body, you can see its veins through its skin, and it appears to be coursing with almost a magma-like blood as it crawls forth from the sand. This thing stands about 2.5 to 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Oh,
It's carrying a very it's carrying what appears to be like a metal switch at its side that looks to be sharpened, and some sort of volcanic rock strapped to its other arm in a very poorly crested shield, as another and another and another pop out among the rocks.
Everyone be cool. I'll speak to them.
You
Oh my
begin
god,
looking
I love them.
You begin
Don't
looking
touch.
around as more and more begin to pop out from these rocks, and eventually you find yourself surrounded by these little lizard people just kind of hissing and chittering amongst themselves. Don't let their size on here fool you. I cannot make them smaller than that. They are, in fact, small creatures.
In Draconic, as well as
Who is your leader?
One step forward. Champion gone.
What happened to Champion?
Him leave with fire belly.
Fire Belly. What was his name?
Name, what speak you?
Asmo points at himself.
Asmo.
Points at himself.
Asmo. Black, I am a snake. I am from over the mountains, and I travel here with my friends to seek medicine.
You bring meat.
I bring many things. I even have some shiny. If you can give me, if we can pass safe through, and if you can tell us about where we're going, I can give shiny, and to prove that I mean what I say.
Asmo pulls out 5 of the flawed sapphires and throws them on and holds them out in his hand.
What appears to be the more talkative of this group walks forward to you and starts sniffing at them. Points over toward Wolfgang. Leave meat. You go.
No, he must come with me.
Meat.
No, he must come with me. He is warrior. He travels with me.
Warrior meat.
Stop.
Warrior meat threat.
No, it is not. And if you let him go, I will give you.
Asmo pulls up the other 5 because I had 10 flawed sapphires. Asmo pulls up 5 more.
Let him go, and we
good rock. We have rock.
That's true.
You do have rock. And then Asmo pulls out, in his box, Asmo pulls out something. Asmo pulls out the silken cloak.
What this? No meat.
This not meat, but this. At night it's cold. That's why you're in ground, right?
Fire body.
This. Beautiful.
What color are the silken cloak you gave me, Nick?
Which one are we talking?
Because you gave me 3 silken cloaks, right? I got that.
One of them's kind of like a deep violet. Another one is a very nice royal blue. Another one is a forest green.
This is cloth. It is from beyond the hills. This can be used for many things. Less common than meat can be traded for meat. Are you hungry? Do you hunger?
Asmo grabs his belly.
Do you hunger?
You see many of them kind of like stick out their tongues and like cock their heads to the side as they have slowly but surely, as many of you have been looking around, have been encircling you and gathering in tighter.
T-Wiggins just turns to Wolfgang and goes,
We're in danger.
T-Wait, can you make the berries?
Oh, I didn't prepare that spell.
Can you prepare the spell?
No, I have to sleep again. Well, rest again.
One second, let me think of something really fast.
Oh, I have an idea.
While you are talking, you hear some of them chittering amongst themselves. They speak outsider tongue. They bring danger. Danger to Champion, danger to us. Champion, bring hope.
Champion, how does he fight?
Champion fight with fire belly at side.
He fights with fire belly, so he breathes. Fire comes out of his mouth. Yes.
You stand no chance against Champion, but we must protect.
Are you to protect your champion?
Yeah. From threat. You no go. You stay.
Give meat or be meat.
Give meat or be meat. Give meat or
Wolfgang.
be...
Psst.
What?
Oh, not you. Sorry. Asmo. Psst.
What?
What?
I
Yes,
can
sir.
summon an animal, but like that's probably not super edible.
Have it run away as fast as it can, the other direction.
Okay.
So I turn, and I'm gonna summon 8 cows.
What? Wait, hold on.
I think that's how many I can summon. Let me double check and see how many cows I can summon in one turn.
Oh my god. All right, to DM's Guild,
you
maximum...
have a moment to speak to them as they see T-Wig begin casting, and they each begin shifting and grabbing their weapons.
Oh, in Draconic. The great T-Wig summons food. The great T-Wig summons food.
Yeah, I can
go ahead.
I can
and
summon
Asmo falls
8.
to his knees and bows before T-Wig. And Asmo grabs Wolfgang and pulls him to the ground too to bow before T-Wig.
Okay, with that,
Wolfgang's just staring at the fucking floor, just like, what the fuck is going on?
Ow!
okay. With that performance, give me a persuasion with advantage.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
Asmo-
summon 8
Asmo was-
cows. I'm gonna summon 8
Asmo was going to
fat
be doing the
cows.
bowing. Like the fucking Ewoks worshipping 3PO. That is what I'm doing right now.
All right, persuasion with advantage.
Thank you. Oh my god, please roll good. Please roll good. 19! Thank you. Wipe sweat away.
Pretty good.
They don't immediately attack, but they are definitely on their guard.
Quick, Wolfgang, bow, go.
All right, so how many cows and where do you want
8.
them?
I'm gonna send them out like around us in different directions. So like make like a circle of cows, like maybe 20 feet from like the. Oh my god, you have a token.
I do. I had
gonna
this
say-
from when they fought you the first time.
Oh yes, milk.
Oh, yeah.
Milk battle.
Okay, you have a meat shield of cows.
I'm gonna summon them, so I can summon them from 60 feet. So I'm gonna make them 30 feet out around us in kind of like a circle.
Oh,
so
surrounding.
surrounding the lizards on the outside. Yeah.
And how many total?
8.
8.
8.
4.
Keep
5.
praying.
6.
Sync up with me. T-Wig. T-Wig.
T-Wig.
T-Wig.
T-Wig.
The lizards looking around, licking their chops.
I want them to.
Click.
I'm gonna scan one of the lizards real fast, and I'm gonna turn into a giant lizard in the middle and like raise my hands up into the air.
All right, they are newts.
Okay, they are newts. Okay, I have lizard stats here.
All right, cool.
I have all the books out.
How you're a large creature now?
I think I'm gonna be a large creature. Let me just double check the stats real fast. Sorry, I had to pull out a different book for the cow, so.
This is so great. I'm sorry, I love D&D so much.
This is so dumb, but this is great. This is really great. Oh my god, sorry. Lizard. Where's giant lizard? Giant lizard. Giant lizard. Giant lizard. Yes, I'm a large lizard. I'm very large, and I'm gonna be made out of metal, and I'm gonna like raise my hands up in the air. Hello?
I'm listening to you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna raise my hands up in the air as the praise goes on, and the cows, I did want them like maybe like 30 feet away from the nearest lizard, so they can't immediately like see them up close. So
I
that way,
unfortunately did not make a map big enough, but I will
That's
adjust.
fine. But just in that, keeping that in mind, because I don't want them to like
immediately get them right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like raise up on my hind legs, and I'm going to bellow really loudly. To like almost to signal like a hunt is beginning, like make like a predatory like hunting sound, and immediately I'm going to dictate all the cows to fucking scatter.
All right, the cows begin to move as the lizards that were looking around chanting
Kee-click.
which is the best they can surmise for your name.
Nice.
All begin to chase after the cows. You watch them as they begin. They just basically start booking it for the cows, as they start to scatter.
Okay.
And Asma just goes, "We're leaving." Asma just grabs T. Go, 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 go. Asma just starts speed walking.
You guys can actually probably ride on my back. I am a large creature, so you guys can get on my back. And
Asma just holds on to T-Wig's massive lizard biceps.
Wolfgang slowly stands up, latches onto T-Wig, and he's got that expression that Trafalgar Law made whenever he made the deal with Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
Just blank, like, what the fuck have I done?
All right, you begin running as the cows begin one after the other. They
land piranha, Nick. That's what we got here. We got land piranhas.
Essentially, they are running around. Some of them are throwing javelins at these cows. Others are, like, you know, just trying to like they're able to run fast enough that they catch them. Some of them are jumping out of the holes that you hadn't seen and just leaping on the cows. And as these cows are not actual beings, I assume they just turn to dust and explode when they're killed.
Yeah,
right?
they literally just disappear, I believe. So let me just double check that real fast.
Have one running very far away from them, the opposite direction.
It does not say, so I'm gonna say it is a face spirit. So I'm gonna say it does just poof after it's dead. So
no, they need corpses to eat.
No way, you can't eat this. That'd be really broken.
Yeah, but as you're running, you notice Asma. You hear behind you that many of them like false, false, and and you hear another distinct sound, specifically you, T-Wig. You hear the growl of a dog and the explosion of another cow, as many start also yelling, "Mountain! Wolf! Wolf Mountain! Wolf Mountain!" And as you turn, you see them begin to do battle with that dog you saw the other day.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
And
I don't know if that's good or not, though, actually.
You can see that the dog starts tearing at them and rending a lot of them. He's kind of burning his mouth in doing so. Like, he's clearly dealt with some of these creatures before. But they're beginning to come out of the caves and start to surround him.
Is this wolf the same as the giant's wolf, or is this a different wolf?
As you turn, you do see that even from the distance that you're at, you can see the blue bandana, so you do know it to be the same wolf.
Okay.
And these creatures are encroaching around it now.
Okay.
Are effectively surrounding it as it's lashing at each side.
How far away are we from this scene?
From where you are, as you've slowed down, you're probably about 60 feet away after running for as long as you have. Actually, I'll say like 50 yards. Let's go with that. That's a decent amount.
I don't know what that is in Canadian.
Okay,
I'm
what
sorry.
that is, let's okay, it's effectively 50 meters.
Oh, sorry, you cut out?
It's effectively 50 meters, give or take a few feet.
Okay, that's quite a bit. I'm gonna drop. Are we in relative safely from the distance we're at? Like, we're not like surrounded by these lizards. We're like kind of off to the side, or are we still like? Are there still lizards like around us?
There are still caves around you, but they don't appear to be any popping out. They all appear to be whatever is left of this horde appears to be surrounding this wolf one after the other.
Have him now!
Okay.
Have him now! Meat!
I am going to drop my form. I'm gonna turn to Asmo and Wolfgang and go, "I'm sorry." And I'm going to turn, and I am, oh shit, not that. Well, maybe that. I want to read it first.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm going to make a circle wall of water, like a 30 feet circle, 10 feet high, around the wolf.
All right. As they're encroaching in on this dog, you're going to encircle a few of these lizards in with it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm accepting this. I'm gonna try and save him.
Okay. You guys turn and you see essentially a torrent of water kick up around several of these creatures. As you see on the inside, a good number of these creatures are within this wall, but several more are trapped outside and extremely confused by this happenstance. But you can hear the yelping of the dog from within it.
Oh no, I didn't want to hit him.
Oh no, you're not hitting him, but he's still in there as these things are poking at him.
Okay. Well, it should have disadvantage.
While they're within the wall?
I believe so. I'm just going to punch over the wall of water. Any ranged attacks that enter the wall space have disadvantage attack roll, and fire damage is halved if the fire spell attacks the wall. Okay. Okay, no. Incorrect. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, because they're inside the wall, right? Yeah, you can hear, like, several... You can see the sizzle as the wolf is, like, throwing a lot of them into this torrent of water. And as their blood just splashes it, you can see that the heat from their blood is making steam clouds kick up. But you can still hear the dog yelp every now and again from within, as you're not getting a clear, like, the clearest view inside. You can tell that it's still surrounded by these creatures.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Oh man, I really want to help this wolf. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. I kind of do too, but I'm just like the situation.
I'm going to dismiss the wall of water and have it flow outwards towards the rest of these salamanders.
Okay, here, I'll give you a look at what you're looking at here right now.
Okay. All right. I am going to drop the wall of water and have it, like, expel out. It won't do anything, but hopefully it will discourage them. And then I am going to spin my hands around and focus, and I'm going to cast Conjure Minor Elementals.
Okay.
So I want to summon a bunch of water elementals, if I can. I just gotta check and see what their CR is. Sorry.
No worries. How many are you able to summon?
It depends on the CR, so...
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, shit, I actually might not be able to summon a water elemental at all. Okay. That's really bizarre. I can't summon anything, actually, with this.
Weird.
That's really weird. Unless there's elementals that are of a lower level. Unless... Oh, maybe I can summon a water weird. Hold up. Sorry.
I thought while T-Wig is doing this, I'll say that this is your last action before combat proper, but roll initiative.
We're not... So this is for all of us or just T-Wig?
For all of you. You can do what you want with your turn, but this is essentially combat now.
Okay.
Whether you want to continue to run away is up to you, or whether you want to help Spike. Call it out if you wouldn't mind.
23!
This is a natural 20.
So...
Oh, methods! I can summon methods. Hold up. That's a good point. I can summon methods. 2, 15.
I'm gonna have these things all, half of these go on one initiative, half of them go on the other. Ah, hell, I'll just have them all go on the same initiative. Doesn't really matter.
Sure, I'll make a bunch of mud methods.
Alright, and what's your initiative roll? This will be, I'll let you get this action off, but...
Alright. Boop. 19.
Really good rolls from you guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna summon, actually, that'll be less, that's easier. Sorry! 4 ice methods. I'm gonna summon 4 ice methods.
Alright, I'll just give him this sprite for now.
Yeah.
4, you said?
Yeah, 4 ice methods.
Alright, feel free to ping where you want them placed for how far you're able to summon them.
Right here, 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 and here.
All right. And they'll go on your initiative. So those pop up out of the ground. The wolf, who is Spike, who is currently just finished eviscerating one, is just kind of turning and snarling at the rest of these. The newts all look very perplexed by the surgence of these creatures of an element they have not seen in quite some time, if ever. But it is Wolfgang's turn as you arrive back onto the scene.
Okay.
Wolfgang just turns to T-Wig. What the fuck are we doing? Are we running or what?
Helping!
Helping who?
Helping the wolf that
Our friend.
that took a chunk out of me yesterday. That's what we're doing.
What?
We're helping. That's what we're doing. We're helping the wolf that took a chunk out of me yesterday. That's what we're doing.
No, there's so many of the goddamn newts.
Maybe he was just kidding!
I shrug.
Oh my fucking. Wolfgang pulls out Requiem.
Rolls his
And-
eyes and
Ah.
the shit I do. The shit I put up with.
All right, let's look at the range on this. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh boy, Rick. Oh boy.
Oh, jeez, oh man.
Oh boy. Oh man. All right. So I'm gonna. Not there, probably. Fuck. I can't. It's hard to get the measurements when I'm not aiming off of a very small. But I'm going to aim. Sickening radiance.
And
Around.
you can position it off map if you need to as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna position it off map to catch as many of these salamanders, newts as possible, and have it not. I'll have it end like right before it hits this thing, the water guys.
Okay. What's the radius on it?
30 feet.
So I'm pretty sure that
Asmo-
would mean these guys get caught. Hold on, let me check.
Real quick, can Asmo talk to T-Wig for a quick second? Just quick second in the middle of this.
Probably on your turn you could.
Okay, on
Yeah.
my turn. I'll wait for my turn then.
All right. So a glowing orb of light kicks up over one of their caves, and you can see they instantly turn pale. Go ahead and click that spell because I can't remember if there's an instant effect to it.
That's what I'm reading right now. Yeah. Sickening radiance, dim greenish light spreads in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point I choose within range. The light spreads around corners. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw. So they don't take any immediate damage, but when they start their turns, they will all have to roll con saves.
All right, you can see as they're standing in this light, they all become kind of this palish yellow, and the magma that you can see kind of pumping, the like hot blood you can see kind of pumping through their veins, almost kind of like withers a little bit. And is there a bonus action you would like to use?
With my bonus action, I'm going to talk to T-Wig again. Well, guess we're killing all these guys, so guess that's what we're doing now.
No, just clear the way!
Wolfgang shrugs. All right,
Wolfgang
with
just
that,
shakes his head.
with that Asmo, it is now your turn.
Asmo just looks at T-Wig and grabs T-Wig by the hand. Do you want to help him? Just turn into one of those big-ass birds and scare them. They're probably scared shitless of birds because they live in the holes on the ground.
Exclamation mark.
Yes. That's exactly what I hold an action, a defensive action, in case something attacks one of us.
All right, if they come at you, you're going to attack. Gotcha.
Or like shove them back with my foot, like, you know, like I'm the king of Sparta.
Gotcha. T-Wig, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to heed. T-Wig is going to heed Asmo's advice because that's what T-Wig would do, not what I would do. And I'm going to turn into a giant eagle.
Okay. when you do so, go ahead and... Oh, sorry, that was measuring. Go ahead and roll intimidation for me, which is what I'm assuming you're doing with this move.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up into the air and I'm gonna like do like a whole like falcon scream.
All right, roll intimidation.
All right. I'm not an intimidating person.
With
oh wait,
advantage.
I'm an eagle though. Hold up.
Yeah, but your social stats stay yours.
That's right. It is. Yeah. Yeah. So that's 12.
Okay. Unfortunately, let me roll for a few more. I'll take the average. These aren't incredibly wise creatures, so... a majority of them seem unfazed, but a few of them look utterly, utterly terrified. It is also your turn to move the Moffats that you have.
Yeah. They are going to... Okay. I want them to distract the things. I'm so sorry, Lani.
No worries.
Okay. How much strength does this have? No, never mind. All right, these are all gonna attack the ones surrounding them. So this one is going to attack this one above.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna roll for that. 20 plus 3. I'm not gonna make them use their cone attack because we don't have time for that. 5 is gonna miss with the first one.
More than likely, yeah.
This one is going to attack this one here.
One kitty corner to it.
Yeah, 10.
10 is also unfortunately going to miss.
Okay. This one here is going to attack this one below.
Gotcha.
18.
That does hit.
Okay. It's not a lot of damage. So they take 4 points of slashing damage and an additional 3 points of cold damage.
All right, you can see this creature wither at the cold, as it is not too keen on that, and it hisses violently.
The last one here is going to attack this one as well.
All right. Go ahead and give it +2 for the flank.
+2 for flank. I'll just add it manually. I'll be a 19.
That'll hit.
Okay. So it'll be 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 2 points of cold damage.
All right. The wolf had previously done a bit to it as this creature basically slashes at it from behind. Its slicey appendage cuts straight through the back of its neck, and it crumples to the ground, leaving a pool of bubbling blood.
Okay.
All right. The newts that were scared by the eagle begin to flee. And Wolfgang, what save do they need to make for Sickening Radiance?
Constitution.
All right. I'm going to take averages again. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Right. I'm not doing averages. I'm rolling all of them because so far they've all rolled below 10. Okay, they all failed.
Uh-oh. Well, then they take...
Oh!
20 radiant damage.
Uh-huh.
And they each have a point of exhaustion.
Well, I'm going to tell you that doesn't matter a whole lot because they essentially crumble to dust or faint or however you wish them to die. They're doing it horribly.
The light leaves their body.
So it does. Those newts are fucking dead. And
Ta-da! He shouts.
Spike, meanwhile, is going to bite at the newt that was one of the newts that was previously attacked. Or actually, no, none of them are within his range. But he's going to bite at the one next to the, or behind the other Moffat. That's going to hit. Let me roll spike damage. You see Spike just rend up and bite this thing square across the face. Very, like, he bites and then he lets go because this thing's blood starts to bubble out and burn at the ground. This creature looks like it is very close to dying.
Okay.
And Spike's got multi-attack, so he's going to claw at it to finish the... Yep. He's going to go ahead and finish the job. Yes. Yes, very much so. And Spike just basically takes his claws, if he's digging through the earth, takes it from its throat and drags straight down. And basically this thing's entire front, its soft belly is just ripped open. As Spike kind of takes a ginger step back. And he barks at the ones behind him, who are now realizing how truly outnumbered they are, but it is their turn to attack now. So they are going to miss. Miss. Third one, the one at the corner here, is going to attack towards your little Moffat here.
All right.
That's a 16.
That'll hit.
All right. Let me see here. Does 4 damage to the little guy.
What type of damage was it?
That is slashing damage.
Slashing damage? Okay.
And it's going to take a second attack. Does a 10 hit?
No, it misses.
All right. These creatures don't want to get anywhere near the eagle, so they're going to try to walk down here to... Okay, 10, as we established, does not hit.
No.
Does a 12?
Yes.
Okay. That's 3 damage to
Okay.
this one here. And the other one does an 11 hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, cool. So we now know the threshold.
Yeah, that matches.
That is another 4 points of damage to this particular little boy.
Same one? Okay.
Yes. The other 2 behind it are going to yell out in Draconic, "This is not wise! Leave! We leave!" And they leave, burrowing into the tunnels. Back up the list, Wolfgang. This one also left.
I'm going to drop Sickening Radiance. He'll point to the newts that he fucking shrivel killed with his radiant dome, and he'll scream. If you want that to happen to you, then stick around. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Intimidation with disadvantage. They don't know your language.
I'm screaming very angrily at them.
It's why I'm
19.
19! Yeah!
Hey!
Well, the remainder speak the language of anger, and they all look like they've lost the will to fight.
Yay!
So, Asmo, do you choose to do anything with your turn?
Nope. That's what's just
T-Wig.
gonna...
Asmo's just gonna chill.
Well, you know what? Actually, Asma was gonna say, and Asma was gonna say in Draconic.
Should translate.
Yeah, Asma translates exactly what he said.
Then I'll treat that 23 as the proper roll with the
Yeah.
advantage. He said you're gonna fucking die.
It's reflection. Oh, you guys aren't gonna like what he's saying. Oh my God. Oh, Wolfgang, come on, they have kids.
All right, T-Wig, do you choose to do anything with you or the Moffat's turn?
I'm gonna fly above them. I kind of want to snatch up one of them.
What the fuck?
Just for fun, you know?
Just to give it a quick toss.
What's happening here?
I'm going to, I'm gonna swoop down. I'm gonna try and grab one of them.
Go ahead and grapple.
All right, let me grab Giant Eagle. Athletics.
It has.
Plus 3.
Oh wow, its dexterity isn't even that good. Oh, poor baby.
12.
It does manage to wriggle free.
I'm gonna just like let out a horrendous eagle scream and fly up into the air.
Yeah, this creature is like scared, just like shaking violently as it's trying not to get grabbed. As Spike leaps out and just starts to thrash at this one over, and as Spike leaps forward, kind of knocking your it's kind of standing over
They
your
can fly.
Moffat a little.
They fly, so
they're
they
flying.
can move. Yeah.
So the screen is appropriate as it starts to rip at the other one that you're. That hits. Spike tears a nice meaty chunk out of him as he goes towards with its claws. And this one's just kind of barely standing. As it flees, Spike will take one attack of opportunity on it. And it dies.
Oof.
As the other ones flee towards their cave.
Is it wrong the entire time T-Wig is doing this, I'm just hearing Fortunate Son playing?
Yeah. I have like Wild West battle music going on in the background, and it's really appropriate.
I fought the law and with a flag. Ooh, that T-Wig is cool.
Spike wanders forward, just kind of sits down, starts scratching at some of the burned blood that is etched onto his skin, and starts licking at some of his wounds. Sits down in front of you, Wolfgang, looks at you, sniffs and wags. And here's where we'll take a quick break.
Yay,
Oh.
bathroom.
Yeah, I really need this bathroom.
So the dog, Spike, just kind of sits cocking its head left and right at you, Wolfgang, as it's sometimes looks over to see T-Wig flapping.
Are the other salamanders dispersing now, running away?
What salamanders that were alive fled into caves or have disappeared from your vision?
Okay.
Or nukes,
Well, we've done
I
it,
should say.
T-Wig.
What was that?
Well, we've done it, T-Wig.
I'm going to hover above the ground and transform back into myself. And I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Wow.
Hey, Spike, how's it going?
Oh, great. Heckin' great. Fluffin' great time. This is great. Oh, gosh.
That
Found
was, that was super risky, though. Like, there were, like, almost, like, 50 guys, and you were...
Oh, there were
roving
lots.
around.
So heckin' many. I liked them. They boil when you bite. And then there was that thing on the 4 legs. It exploded. It was like, wow. Fluffin' crazy.
4 legs thing that exploded.
Yeah, the thing with the horn. Zzz, both of them. Had 2. Looked like meat. Wasn't meat. Turned out to be
Oh!
I smack my forehead.
The cows, that's right. Oops.
cow. Wow.
My bad. That was me. So, where's your friend? You know, the tall one. Is he with you?
Oh, I came here. I decided. I go. I don't need him cool, but I just wanted to be here, you know? Like, wow.
Like, wow, indeed.
Yeah.
Cast detect magic.
Nothing distinctly magical about this wolf. Just a very big wolf.
Did you want to hang out with us for a while?
Oh, yeah. Wow, can I? Gee, great. We can play. It starts growling as its tail wags.
Yeah.
Maybe find more other things to play with. Those guys played good, but they also sharp. They were sharp. They weren't good play. They were mean, but they were good. They were fun. I miss them. Gee, starts patting at the one behind him, like smacking his claw against it.
I'll say this though, if you travel with us, there's going to be rules.
What? I don't.
Oh boy.
It's just kind of like wagging. What's a like what? What are those?
One rule, you do not eat people who look like him.
And I point towards Wolfgang and Asmo.
Hi.
Just hear T-Wig going. And then she clicks at us like.
Asmo just leans over to Wolfgang, talking shit. They totally are.
Spike stands up and just kind of like walks over, sniffs you.
Me?
Sniffs Wolfgang and then walks over to Asmo and sniffs Asmo.
Yeah.
It kind of nuzzles at the chest where that symbol is.
Okay. Good pup, but no.
Sits down.
Okay.
Okay, I won't eat them.
Cool. And anybody like them as well? Anyone on the 2 legs?
And I slap my legs.
Oh, gee, but they're the best to play with.
I know, it's super fun.
Oh, it is.
But I'll play with you double if you don't.
Oh, gee. Okay.
I turn to Wolfgang and Asmo. Spike is our friend now. Peace has been achieved. Hooray!
What?
Poppycock, I say.
He's part of the pack now. What's a poppycock?
Oh, there you go. From the beginning of the stream, I got you
Yeah,
covered.
we made it. We got it. Challenge achieved.
Well,
Achievement unlocked.
well, I know what the cock is, but I don't know what the 2 words
What
together
the
mean.
fuck?
It's a rooster.
Yep.
Spike is just sniffing at one of the newt holes.
We should probably go.
Yeah, we should probably move until because they'll be back and in greater number.
Oh,
Come on,
gee.
Spike.
Oh, okay. And
Start
as
running.
you guys begin to walk, he starts to follow you.
He what? Sorry, you cut out.
As you guys begin to walk, he starts to follow along.
All right. Where are we
T-Wig.
on the map right now?
T-Wig, please tell me that dog's not following us.
Yeah, I told him he could, and actually it'd be nice.
Right now on the map, you are about right here, just kind of exiting the valley as you begin to walk out towards the outstretch of desert. The little river that you've been walking along, you're starting to actually see, like, the mud at the center of it is starting to get more liquidous as you're walking. So it's starting to get wetter and wetter, so soon you might actually see some water. That'd be cool.
Oh, the methods all pop after a minute, so they're all gone now.
Yep. Ha! Ha! Oh, gee! Spike's just
Those
kind of
were-
looking at them as they pop.
Those are my friends. They have to go back to the plane of ice, I think. I
Oh, gee.
don't know.
I've never been. Gosh. Huh.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
So, Spike, have you been out here before?
Oh yeah, hunt out here all the time. It's great. It's fun. I play. Huh.
Have you seen any places that look, have people that look like that?
I point to Asmo and Wolfgang.
Oh, yeah, sometimes. Out in the hills. Oh, gee. Used to be trees out there. Pretty great place. You want to see?
Yeah. Hold on one second.
I turn to Wolfgang and Asmo and relay that Spike says there's people and there's a place where there used to be trees.
He says it's in the hills.
Well, that's a start. We should probably refill our water skins, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, I used to play there all the time. Those people like to play. Well, they really did play a lot, but then I found Guy, and he's great.
His name is Guy?
Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess.
That's the big, tall guy, right?
Yeah, Guy. He's great.
Guy. Okay, good to know. Thanks. We're gonna let Wolfgang and Asmo find some water, and you're probably pretty thirsty, too.
Oh, yeah. Sure could
Maybe.
do drink. Oh, just further in. Further in's where drink is. Then we can
Okay.
get drink.
And then you can take us to the hills where all the people are.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Oh, gee. We could make it there before that yellow ball goes away.
Yeah, that yellow ball is crazy, right? Did you know
really
it has
warm.
kids?
Wow. It has puppies?
Yeah, it has puppies. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Oh, gee.
What a
I've
great
never met
father
it.
figure.
Are those other little balls that are in the sky later?
I don't know. I just
Back
saw them
when
at
it goes
night.
away? Because normally you're not supposed to abandon your puppies.
Well, I mean, after a while. I mean,
Well,
like
when
they're
they get
old
big, but
enough.
they're so small out there.
Maybe they're like like bug puppies, where they have to do it on their own.
I don't like bug puppies.
Neither do I, to be honest. Except for bees. I like bees.
Never. I guess. Been a while. Gee. Anyway, this way to water. And he starts kind of like hoofing it ahead of you and kind of like nuzzles Wolfgang and Asmo as he walks past.
Big ass dog.
Wolfgang is so lost right now.
Surprised you took your jacket off, by the way.
And it's hot.
Who are you without the jacket? You're just some guy with a weird hat.
That's what's clearly fucking with him.
Well, just gives him the most piteous look, like, oh my god, he's finally gone insane.
I need water.
Yeah, Spike starts running, and you see him kind of like running up the river trail, and he starts to kind of disappear from view as he's running at full wolf pace.
I kind of like jog to keep up, but like half effort, like a brisk dad walk. You know the one.
You can keep up with his tracks, but he disappears, and about an hour into your walk, you hear. In the distance.
What was that? You cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
It was a howl.
I'm gonna howl back, even though I'm not in a wolf form. I'm just gonna go, ow!
It howls back.
Nice. Let's go.
And it takes you another couple hours to catch up with him as the sun begins dipping back. It's starting to get like lower in the skyline. If you were on the other side of the mountains, it would have dipped below the mountains by now. But you can see Spike's silhouette at the as you're walking up, just at the edge of the sun. You can see Spike's silhouette against it. He's just kind of laying down by the river, which is getting more and more wet. And as you approach, you see that he is laying near what appears to be a small pool of it. Here, drink spot. If you still have communicate with animals.
How long have we been traveling for?
This has been a few hours. You guys have been traveling basically all day at this point.
It lasts 10 minutes, so.
Okay, well, he's just kind of noses towards the water as he sees you. He kind of like walks in a circle, wags his tail, and walks down to the riverbank and noses towards it.
Good job, man.
Then he starts lapping some up.
I'm gonna give him like a big scritch behind both the ears.
By this point, he is friendly with you and is not going to attack you, as he has made a promise. So he just accepts it, and you can see his leg kind of kick when you do so. Actually, give me a handle animal.
Hell yeah. Effectiveness, go. 17.
Yeah, his leg just kind of kicks a little. Yeah. Like, you got that good spot behind his ear.
Nice.
He just kind of curls up on the ground as you guys can refill your water skins here. Your stomach kind of grumbling again. Probably going to need to have another ration from the calories that you've burnt off today.
Another ration.
Another ration here as well.
As the so yeah, you guys can basically refill your water skins at this. It's not great water, but
it's shit water. Quick, Wolfgang, why don't you prestidigitate? Wolfgang, can you prestidigitation water? Can that work?
Yes.
There is a spell specifically for that, not to be a party pooper.
I can make it taste better. I can make it cool. I cannot purify it.
So yeah, you have what is essentially muddy water.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I'll just prestidigitation to make it a bit more palatable, at least.
Yeah, you're drinking what tastes very much like clay. T-Wig, with your passive perception, you can feel kind of a subtle vibration in the plates, and you see Spike's ears kind of perk up and look around as he starts sniffing the air.
I'm gonna turn. Can I use an active check to see where it's coming from?
Sure.
If it's like something moving on the surface, or if it's something underground.
Go ahead and make the perception check.
Oh, 10.
As far as you can tell, there's just a subtle vibration. It feels kind of like a slow rhythmic pulse. But it's getting stronger as time goes on and as the sun dips down.
Wolfgang, Asmo, do you feel that?
Feel what?
The ground is vibrating.
Ah, fuck.
Asmo waits. Puts his hand to the ground. Does Asmo feel it?
Give me a perception check. T-Wig is a very high natural perception.
9.
You don't quite notice it. You're kind of looking for it, and you think you feel it, but you also notice that Spike's tail is wagging as he's sitting, so you think that might be what's causing what you're feeling.
Ow.
What does it feel like? Asmo says as he drinks some more water.
Like a subtle rumbling, but it's getting more rumbly.
Yeah, it's just like a pulse. Boom, boom.
Almost like when you're beating your heart, you know.
I do like a punch motion.
It's starting to feel a bit stronger. Wolfgang, you want to give me your perception real quick?
Sure. 18.
By this point, Wolfgang, you can feel it. Boom, 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 boom.
Huh. Is it coming from any sort of direction, or?
It's just a vibration that you can feel in the ground. With your perception, you can't quite tell what direction. T-Wig, by this point, you can tell that it's coming from where you guys came from.
I think we might be getting followed.
By who? The newts, or?
Maybe it's
what?
your friend you're supposed to beat, the bad man.
Asmo just really starts running away the other direction down the hill more.
God.
So Asmo runs, and by this point, T-Wig, you can see a dark silhouette at the kind of approaching you.
Okay.
And it gets larger, and Spike kind of sits up and starts wagging, and it doesn't take long for you to realize that this human-sized silhouette is getting larger, and you realize that it is Doged, the man that you left behind. What?
Oh.
There you are, you shit!
I gotta walk forward.
Boom, 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 boom. He starts kind of jogging in your direction.
Hi, guy!
I wave.
Oi. None of your fucking
Oi.
cat business.
Of course not. We're cool.
What you doing with my dog?
Oh, we were like traveling, and then he got surrounded by these little fire salamanders, and I was like, that's a pretty good dog. Wouldn't want him to get too hurt. So we came in and we helped him out, and he just wanted to hang out. We're best friends now.
Best friends? Spike, you go pick your fights with them little things again. You can't just go out here if you're gonna fucking run around. You need your fucking vest, mate!
And he pulls from behind his back what appears to be a large leather doggy vest.
Oh my god, yes.
What does it say?
my
Does
God.
it have any words on it?
From where you've run, you can't see.
Asmo's behind a rock, by the way, about 40 feet away.
Wolfgang is just staring in disbelief and just audibly says, "Oh my god."
I mean, you're gonna fucking catch a cold or get stabbed or something, so get over here.
And Spike kind of gets down on all fours and starts growling at him.
Oh, don't you? Okay, you go fucking play for it!
And he starts wrestling with Spike, just trying to get this vest on this dog, as Spike is viciously biting at his arms and collar.
Yeah, you fucking...
They're just kind of rolling on the ground, kicking up a massive dust storm. Wolfgang and T-Wig, I need you to roll a dexterity save to stay out of this melee.
Can I choose to
17.
fail? I'm gonna choose to fail. I'm so
Okay.
excited about this scene. I'm just standing there with my hands on my hips, like, yeah.
Wolfgang,
Immediately, Wolfgang just turns and walks away.
Yeah, Wolfgang, you go join Asmo behind the rock as
fuck's
T-Wig's
happening?
just looking at this.
What the fuck?
T-Wig, you get rolled over and planted into the playa. You
Oh!
take... just kind of... You leave a T-Wig size indent in the earth. You take 5 damage as you're rolled over by Dogud's massive back. As he's wrestling Spike to get this vest on him. Now I need to roll their checks. And it takes some time, but he's lacing it up and tying it. Ha! And then he like gets up and stands up. There you go, you got your vest. Ha! His arm is bleeding, and his neck is all clawed up and bit.
That looks good. That's a good look for him.
Yeah, it's a nice dark leather vest with some bear fur around the sensitive spots. Yeah, he doesn't like wearing it, but he's gonna be out here by himself, and he's gotta wear it. So,
Hey, have you ever thought of maybe putting like something on it that says, "Oh, hey, I belong to Guy. If you find me, just let them know."
Who the fuck's Guy? My name's
That's what-
Dogud.
Oh, well, that's the name that Spike said you had. So,
Is that my name to you, little guy? Oh, not now. He just played.
Sits down. Starts gnawing at his vest a little bit.
Oh, stop that!
And they start wrestling again. After a moment, they finish wrestling. He stands big up.
All right. Look, I don't give a fuck what happens to the rest of you, but this dog stays alive.
yeah, Spike, you should probably stay with Guy. You two are very close.
Yeah, come on, Spike. We go back. I got some meat. Left a bunch of them salamanders out. I'm making a stew. Fucking little fire nuke thingies. They
Oh,
taste
hey.
real good, but if you boil them up right,
Hey, Guy, can I ask you a question?
it's Dogud.
Oh, right. Dogger, the guy, same thing. Have you ever heard of, shit. Notes. Have you ever heard of a, lily? Like a lily with 3, like, large bulbs, kind of luminescent. I think it's called the Lily of the Lunar something.
I ain't much for plant life. If you ain't noticed around you, there really ain't much for plants around here no more.
Oh, well, just in case, I thought maybe you would know someone. Also, do you know if there's like a village of people who look like the... Wait, where'd they...
I turn around and I don't see Wolfgang or Asmo.
Oh, no.
Asmo pops his head around the corner real fast. Everything good?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
I do 2 thumbs up.
We're looking for like maybe a village of people to point us in the right direction. If
I
you
mean-
don't know.
The shaman live around here, I suppose.
The shaman.
Yeah, them's that walks with like animals and shit. Is like nature folk. They ain't been real happy since the drought. But fuck it, ain't my concern.
That's fair. Well, it was nice hanging out with you, Spike.
I'm gonna give Spike a nice, gentle, like, kind of pat on the face and stroke the face a little bit.
All right, Spike, come on, time to go home.
And
Bye, Guy.
Dogard starts walking, but Spike just kind of sits where Spike is.
Spike! Oi! Come on, mate, come on! Fucking stupid fucking dog. All right, listen. You come home before you hit the fucking grasslands, all right? You know the fucking rule.
And Spike just kind of stares at him, not wagging, just stares at him very blankly.
Look. Fucking.
He turns to you.
Spike
Hi.
seems insisted on following you. But if you don't send him back before you hit the fucking grasslands, then I'm gonna come out here, find you myself, beat you to death, and drag you back with him.
I don't like that outcome.
No, you fucking wouldn't.
No,
So
not
before
really.
you hit the grasslands at the edge of that fucking lake thing, you send him back.
Gotcha. Hold up, 1 minute.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals again.
Hey, Spike.
Ha, gee. Ha, I don't want to go. I like you guys. I want to be here. This is great.
Okay. One thing, though. 2 things. That's more than one, but 2 things. Are you ready?
That's a lot. I'll try to keep up.
I know. First thing, he is correct. When we hit the grasslands, you go back, okay?
Ah, gee.
You gotta promise me.
I haven't been
Or else
there.
I'll never play with you again, ever.
Oh, gee. Okay.
2. If we get in danger again, like before,
Playtime?
no. Bad.
Oh.
If things get scary, you go back, okay? Immediately, if I tell you, okay?
Asmo leaves from behind the rock and has been walking back up towards the T-Wig and taps T-Wig on the shoulder.
What? Hi.
No. What's the holdup? What's going on?
Negotiations.
What are you negotiating with? Is it your life or what?
I know, it's just fucking growling at each other.
The language of wolves is a very delicate dialect.
Whisper in my ear. What's going on? Just freaking tell me.
The wolf wants to come with us, and I want him to come with us because he's my best friend.
Okay, and I'm guessing the owner doesn't want the dog to come with us.
Well, no, he's fine with it, but he can't go
Well,
past the grasslands.
Why can't he go past the grasslands?
It's probably the humans there will probably want to stab him to death.
What, the dog?
Yeah.
Well, then stay close to it. Don't let them do that. I mean, we wouldn't let anything happen to you, and you seem to, like, really love this dog. All day you've been just gruffing and making noise with it. Lord knows what you've learned. Why doesn't the dog just come with us, and on our way back, we just drop him back off with his owner?
If that's what you want, but I just don't want him to get hurt.
I just don't want...
And Asmo just looks at the giant, and then Asmo remembers being just beef, boom, boom, just hammered into the ground like a Hanna-Barbera, like an Acme character.
Yep.
I don't want him to be angry, and I think this might be the best way of everyone being happy. He gets to go on an adventure, he comes with us, and we drop him back off with his dad. Come on, let's just...
Okay, but if things get spicy, as in violent, he goes home immediately.
Things always get violent, God.
Asmo walks away.
Okay. Spike, we got a
Yeah?
deal?
Oh, gee. We get to play, though?
We do.
Okay.
Best part is, tomorrow, I can turn into a wolf.
Oh, gee. Oh. Good playtime. Fluff, yeah.
Heck yeah! Heck
Fluff,
yeah!
Fluff,
I'm,
yeah.
put
He
up my
starts
hand.
barking. Ruff, ruff,
Can I do a thing where I put up both my hands and we do both do a high five together?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
He'll rear up and paw at your hands.
Awesome.
He's taller than you, so he kind of smacks you a bit. So I need you to make a strength check for it.
Oh God, negative modifier. Let's do it.
He didn't
7.
roll great. All right. Even though he didn't roll great, he still kind of smacks your arms back. You don't take any damage, but you do fall prone.
Can I have it where the arms just do a full rotation, swing around?
Only
Like
to
a
make that
turnstile.
4-legged friends forever.
And I just kind of do a fist pump.
All right, I didn't fucking catch most of that, but we clear, right?
Yeah, we're good. If anything dangerous happens, he'll come back, and when we hit the grassland, he comes back.
All right, Spike. Be good.
He kind of ruffles his hair as Spike nips at him. All right, fuck it. And he starts wrestling with Spike one more time. They finish their match, and Dogard begins walking the opposite direction. And this, I feel, is as good a place to end for tonight.